Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is CSSR2022 and I would like to share about the research topic, role of photographer in enterprise, what changes and approaches into the era. And I would like to say thank you to Dr. Basitova as my supervisor from University Science Malaysia. And of course, thank you to CSSR2022 for this wonderful international conference. Okay, first of all, for the table of content is introduction, research background, objective, research methodology, result, findings, and also conclusions. For the introduction, the role of photographer in this paper is characterized as collecting and documenting social, cultural, and political conditions with objectivity and integrity. The newspaper photographer's duty was to chronicle the event of the time. The recorded footage is not intended to be viewed only once, but should also be regarded as a historical artifact because it might have an impact on society. In the digital age, the professionalism of a press photographer is evaluated based on the three factors: digital photographic editing, video creation, and the substance of user-generated photos in the newspaper, as judged by newspaper readers. And today, a single microprocessor in the mobile phone performs all of this magic, allowing you to do all of this and more. A professional photographer's value now resides completely in his or her job description. In reality, the introduction of the digital camera to the market lowered many restrictive obstacles that limited this wonderful vocation to a select few. With the advent of digital technology, everyone may now participate in this industry, and the previously prohibited costs have all but disappeared. Photography has evolved from a tool for professionals to a popular hobby among the general people. Due to the availability of digital equipment and skills, it is now possible for anyone to become a photographer. According to CSSR text on photography in 1997, photography has become an art form for the mass media, but few people pursue it as an art. Instead, it's developed a social custom for weddings and other big events. Photography has become a widespread culture to the extent that anyone with rudimentary knowledge of photography may now take photography assignments that were once reserved for professional photographers. Challenges in the world of technology. Due to the abundance of photographers in today's digital world, a press photographer needs to have higher level credibility as opposed to the amateurs, which is netizens. In this study, you will discover the current role of press photographers and how they see and how they overcome, and lastly, about the implement of their skills in the ever-changing landscape of digital photography. The conventional to digital. The revolution that took place in the conventional to digital era took place in terms of digital equipment. For example, cameras and from the darkroom, film and print process to photo editing digitally. The value of professionalism is measured in terms of duties to digital photographers. Having a digital camera is like a must-have trend. Nowadays, it is awkward if no one has a camera, even if it's just a camera in a mobile phone. Digital cameras are very easy to find. They are the words of photography enthusiasts who want to venture into this field. Research objective is to analyze the role of photojournalists in today's media communication. Secondly, to understand the current changes that are happening in the profession of press photography. Thirdly, to determine the best approach by professional press photographers in navigating the digital landscape. The following statement: today's professional press photographer has to face increasing challenges such as time constraint, increasing workload, occupational hazards, and demanding employee status. Identity of their profession needs to be re-evaluated. Secondly, with the encroachment of the new media and traditional media, there will be the professionalism of press photography needs to be as a means so that the editorial stance has more integrity, open, and holding fast to the ethos of journalism. Choose precise, objective, and neutral. In reality, press photography in the digital era should not be holden to archaic law or all principles because they need to move on with the times. Research methodology. This research utilizes the theories of density. Fourth, in their qualitative study is to interpret, understood, experience, and understood. This is in line with the research objective to study the role of a press photographer in the digital era, to study the role of a press photographer in the digital era, to analyze the changes affecting the role of press photographers, and to determine the best practice of professional press photography into this digital landscape. Focusing on the descriptive study, this research is based on primary and secondary data. Primary data consists of the analysis of local newspapers, online newspapers, interviews, and correspondence with editors, photojournalists, journalists, academicians, and self-observations. According to Farida, K.E. Chong, and J.L. 2001, and Neyman 1973, professionalism in journalists consists of the following pillars, which are expertise, commitment, autonomy, and responsibility. So the result, based on research conducted, the criteria of a good photography are: research question 1, what is the role of a photojournalist in the local newspaper to this digital era? Research objective 1, to examine the role of photojournalists in the local newspaper to this digital era. Role of photojournalists is they have to work in pressure, and they are not allowed to do any image production. They have to take the challenges. They have to be fast, is of rule of ethics, avoid speculation. They have to do research, and of course, they must have a background, education background. Research question 2, how to shift towards challenge the credibility of press photojournalists. Research objective 2, exploring the digital landscape challenges the credibility of a journalist. Changing occurring in the digital era. So changing in terms of ethics, both they have not to do any manipulation of images, take the challenges in terms of time, workload, they have to face with negatives, they must have a discipline, ability, probability, self-censorship, understanding. They have to value their work, and also they must know what is the purposes of the assignment. Research question 3, what kind of approach is needed by photojournalists in the digital era? Research objective 3, analyzing the best approach needed by photojournalists in the digital era. Approaches in the digital era, so they must know about the ethics, sensitivity, commitment, honesty, professionalism, knowledge, multitasking, and entrepreneurial journalism. For the findings, a photographer or press journalist must have strong principles and ethics when discharging their duties, because it is the foundation of trust that the public relies on. The digital era ushered in a lot of changes when the speed of content delivery over the news portal outstripped the capacities of the traditional newspapers. This is where the task of the press photographers come subject to the critical observation of the public eye. Their professionalism is measured by the society based on the quality and integrity of their work. The article published below is a good example of how professionalism is currently practiced by the industry is questioned by the general public due to their focus on obtaining the best photo photographer if the mosque failed to follow COVID-19 SOP procedures as occupied by the subject of their focus. This capture moment by a mosque officer naturally become a hot topic in the sphere of public opinion. In Malaysia, the ethics of Malaysian journalists is applied in line with the national philosophy, which is rooted in value. As for the conclusion, this contributes to the understanding and interpretation of photography in the newspaper. Digital era brought big changes for photographers in the press, especially in integrity and ethics. Press photographers are trained in the art of news writing, video editing, so that work as press photographers is more multitasking. So they should be capable in other fields as well, such as writing articles on the photos. The presence of social media also contributes towards the development and approach of photography, because this is one of the platforms for them to get news material and also for daytime newspaper photographers to share information with the people. The approach of photography in the digital age makes them more sensitive to current and surrounding issues and the demands of professionalism. Specific guidelines or codes of ethics in digital photography do not specifically exist. However, photographers are first able to give training and explanation do's and don'ts so that photos are not So let's say thank you everyone and have a great day ahead. Assalamualaikum.